Hi, my name is Dr. Al Garza, and I wanted to answer a question that I get quite a bit through my emails, my ministry, regarding the distinction between the soul and the spirit and the body. There's a lot of confusion based on people who think that the soul is something that leaves the body and a soul that is eternal or goes to heaven and so forth. And they don't really understand the concept between the ruach, the spirit, versus the soul, the nefesh, in relation to the body. The soul is not an embodied entity that leaves the body. The soul is connected to the body. And the way that we need to look at this, I'm going to show you some scripture on this to support it. And all you have to do is look at the word for soul, nefesh, and look how it's been translated in your English Bibles. And you can do this with any basic concordance or anything by just getting the concordance number and just looking how your translators translate it in the context it's being used. A spirit, though, the ruach, of course, is which goes back to heaven, which goes back to God. That is the nature of God that we have as a spirit to ourselves. And when we die, our spirit goes to heaven or to paradise to be with God. And we await for the resurrection of the dead, where the spirit and body come back together. But soul, nefesh, is translated a number of times as body, person, creatures, life, corpse, something with passion, desire, breath, person. It has to do with your innermost part beings of your body. In other words, in ancient times, they looked at the outer part and the meaty part of your body as the flesh, like basar, flesh. And of course, the soul to them was the inner parts of your body. What we would call today your body systems, like your cardiovascular system, the moving parts, your heart, everything that has to have function and move. That was the soul, the inner part. That also goes back to the grave, with the body. All that goes, back to the dust. Your soul and body go to the grave and go back to the dust, while your spirit goes to be with God in paradise. That is the ancient view understanding of this. It's been misunderstood in our Western culture and our minds, thinking the soul is somehow like with the spirit in the same sense, and it's not. So a spirit, the ruach, goes back to God and lives in paradise until the resurrection, where it comes back to the body and becomes a spiritual body, as Paul speaks of. God is spirit. God is not a soul. And we have a soul, which is our innermost beings, our functions of our heart, our lungs. Everything that we have as our body systems is our soul. That's why if you look in scripture, if you look at Leviticus 21:11, it says, "Nor shall he approach any dead person, nor defile himself for his father or his mother." Now, any dead person, that word person there is the Hebrew word nefesh, soul. So if you look at any dead soul, how can a soul be dead? It's translated here as a dead person because it's understood as that the soul is part of the person. It's the innermost parts of, again, your innermost parts. So it's translated there as persons. And again, we read again in Leviticus 22:4, "No man of the descendants of Aaron who is a leper or who has discharge may eat of the holy until he is clean. And if one touches anything made unclean by a corpse," translated as a corpse, but it's really nefesh, "by a nefesh, a soul, if a man has a seminal emission," so forth. So again, it says made unclean by a corpse. It's translated there as corpse, and it's really nefesh, soul. So again, these passages, Leviticus 22:4, 21:11. You look up the word, it translates as creature, life, people, body, beings or being. So again, the soul goes with the body to the ground, your innermost parts, your organs, and all your body systems with the flesh, your meat. So basar, nefesh, and the ruach goes to be with God in paradise. So again, just simple word search. Look at how it's being translated and used, and it really should solve. But again, we've adopted a tradition in our Western culture to think that the soul goes back to God, or we have our soul is separate, like a ghost. It is not. The spirit is what goes. The soul and body, the meat of the flesh, and the innermost parts being go to the grave. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, visit my website, dralgarza.org. Or hit me up here at my website. Go to Facebook, and hopefully you like, share, and hope that answers the question. Thank you.